Yo, what is going on, guys? AC Entertainment here, back with another video. Today we're going to step away from universe mode, and we're going to talk about the upcoming PLE for Summerslam. Obviously, it's not in Cleveland this year. I just used the Cleveland one, so don't mind the Cleveland background. This is this year's PLE we're talking about, IRL. It's going to be the first 2-night SummerSlam ever, so that will be exciting. I'm not too sure how many matches there will be in total, but today I wrote down 10. 8 of them I actually know. I think 9 of them are confirmed, and then this one right here, the tag team match, I think is still being talked about, which I think is going to happen. So I have 10 matches for both nights, 5 each night. They might do 2 others, so before we even hop into this one, the 2 other ones that I could see happening, one of them is Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. I think they could run that back possibly. I do think they still got a storyline going, and Kross just got a win over Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw, so I could see them running that back potentially at SummerSlam maybe. And another one is Julia, the Women's United States Champion. I didn't put her on here, but maybe she gets some kind of match at SummerSlam. I'm, once again, one of those things where I'm not too sure if she will or not. And honestly, another one that I haven't been talking about, I guess I forgot another one, and that's, they've been doing a lot of stuff with Vaquer and like Chelsea Green, so I don't know if maybe they're trying to get like the Bellas and Stephanie Vaquer versus maybe the Secret Hervis and Chelsea Green at SummerSlam. That could maybe be something they do. I don't know. I think that might be a little bit of a stretch, but if that's something they do, by all means, hey, I mean, we can do that. Or who actually, no, it was Rhea that came out and helped her. Rhea and Io came out and helped her, and they got stuff going on, so maybe that's something we get at SummerSlam. But either way, let's go into the matches that I'm pretty certain are absolutely happening. I think they all are, if I'm not mistaken. First one, we've got Jey Uso and Roman Reigns teaming up against Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. I think Breaker and Reed are actually going to get the win here. Actually, I really don't know, actually. This one's tough because I was saying at some point I want Breaker, Roman one-on-one, and I want Breaker to get the win. At least against Roman Reigns. So my thing is, yeah, I think Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed do get the win here. I'm not sure. Maybe Roman? It's just hard to decide because I don't know who takes the pin here. Like, I feel like Braun Breaker cannot take the pin. And I don't know if Bronson Reed, I don't know if they want Bronson Reed taking the pin neither. But Roman's, you know, I don't know. So Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, I have them taking the W over Jey Uso, Roman Reigns. Second match, talking about Dirty Dominic Mysterio, AJ Styles. I kind of think AJ might win. Part of me think, oh. Yeah, I think, no, I'm not. I'm going Dominic Mysterio. I changed my mind, I'm sorry. I'm going Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, Dominic Mysterio is going to retain here, I think, against AJ. This one's a little bit tough, too. But I think at the end of the day, they still want to do more with Dominic, keep that title reign going. And maybe, like, keep good stuff going on in the Judgment Day with him. Third match we're going to talk about here. We've got Solo Sikoa going against Jacob Fatu. It is a steel cage match. I know it says normal there, but it is a steel cage match. I want to say, I think I'm gonna go Solo again. I think Solo retains. I don't think they're gonna just give it back to Jacob this quick. I think they're gonna let Solo run with it for a little bit. There's gonna be a bunch of involvement. I understand they're in a steel cage, but there's gotta be involvement some way, somehow, I would believe. There usually is with the bloodline, so I'm expecting a lot of that. It would be cool if maybe we got like a Zilla Fatu, you know, here, but I don't know if I see that happening. But I think if we get Zilla Fatu, I think Jacob does win, but I'm not sure how much of a chance there is for Zilla to come to, you know, SummerSlam. So, fourth match of the night, you got to put it on Alexa and Charlotte Flair at this point. I'm sorry. I think we need new tag team champs. Raquel's been doing great. Roxanne as well. Raquel's been looking great. Like, you know, I don't know if it's because she was with Liv and, like, Liv's just, like, I guess outshining her is the word. You know, like, I know that sounds bad. I don't mean it in a rude way. It's just she has a bunch of fans. She's over. And then I think maybe Raquel kind of, like, was just in her shadow. But now I think that it's the other way around. It's like Raquel's starting to show out more. Like, and I think it started at, was it Night of Champions, I want to say, when she went against Rhea Ripley in that match. Like, that was a really fun match to watch. Like, I really enjoyed it. And I think Raquel has been kicking ass since. And Roxanne, she's been doing great since she's basically got to the main roster, you know, with her PLEs. Like, you know, she was runner-up in the Royal Rumble. She got an Elimination Chamber match. You know, she's just been doing great things too. But I do think Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are, like, over right now. Like, Charlotte Flair is over like crazy right now. So I think it is a good time to put the tag team belts on them. Alright, let's talk about this one. A lot of people, I feel like, are not excited about this. I got to admit, I can't say I'm jumping up and down about this. I will say, you know, Jelly Roll does look like he, you know, lost a lot of weight and he did what he had to do to get this opportunity. So by all means, let him have his moment. I will just say, though, I hope that he can... I'm not expecting him to do crazy things, but, like, I expect him to, you know, hold his own at least in the match. Because if you can't do that, then you just know that they're getting trolled. Like, people are going to troll WWE about this and everything. And I understand why we did it, simply just because we've seen the reaction that Travis Scott got at WrestleMania, which I get that was a little bit of a bigger match than this was. I get it, but, like, still, it's just, you got people in your company that's actually not going to be getting a wrestling match here that could be replacing Jelly Roll. But either way, some people like it, some people don't. I'm one of those ones that I'm not really a big fan, but I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to try giving it a fair chance. I know Logan can go in the ring. Drew can go, you know, Randy can go, so I'm thinking that they'll be able to get Jelly Roll through the match, and I'm hoping Jelly Roll can hold his own. That being said, I gotta go with Randy and Jelly Roll, I guess. I think maybe this is just kind of like a feel-good moment, like when they win. Yeah, Logan probably takes the pin here. If not, I mean, anyone from Jelly Roll or Randy can take the pin. I think the only person in this match that cannot take the pin is Drew McIntyre. I think Drew is the one dude in this match that cannot take the pin. So, I'll go Randy and Jelly Roll for the win, I guess. Moving on, Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria. I do believe Becky Lynch is going to retain this. They have been putting on hella good matches between these two. Bayley kind of thrown in the mix. Those three have been absolutely dominating that women's Intercontinental Championship division, so that's a great thing to see. I think Lyra loses. I think Lyra's honestly ready for world title, division, like go up there. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready to see her move up in the world. Like, don't get me wrong, if you ever give me a Becky match against her or a Bayley match against her, I won't complain, but I think Lyra's ready to start going after the world title because they need some new faces in there, so why not throw Lyra in there? Either way, moving on to the 7th match. Got the triple threat match. Naomi, obviously, she cashed in at Evolution. When Io and Rhea were putting on a banger of a match. A lot of people liked it. I will say it was still a really good cash-in. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to act like it was a bad cash-in. It kind of... I just would have much rather seen Naomi cash in on the Tiffany Jade Cargill match, I think. Kind of screwing Jade Cargill again. I thought that was the better route to go. And I think, honestly, that Tiffany's reign has been lackluster. I don't think Jade Cargill's ready to be a world champ. Whereas on the Raw side, Io Sky as champion was fine. And you might be thinking, well, wait, her title run was a little lackluster too. The difference between Io Sky's and Tiffany Stratton's is Io Sky wasn't really getting a chance to, go out there and prove herself because we just had her, not on TV until we had her putting the title on the line for PLE matches. And when she did that, she showed up and she showed out. Tiffany Stratton, on the other hand, she had chances, and I'm not going to just blame her, but, her whole feud with Nia Jax was it was okay, I guess. She had some solid matches with her. Everyone was expecting Tiffany and Charlotte to be a great match, and that wasn't good. There's nothing good about that feud. The feud was terrible. The lead up to the match was terrible, and then, when they had a chance to be like, okay, well, at least the match can make up for it, they didn't even do that. So instead, we get this, which I'm sure will be a great match. Have no problem with Naomi as a world champ. I just think she would have been better off staying on SmackDown and screwing Jade Cargill over. And then eventually we would have got that triple threat between Jade, Naomi, Bianca. Either way, that's not happening. It doesn't seem like right now. So I think Naomi retains here. The thing is, I don't know how she retains. That's the thing. I don't know how Naomi retains at SummerSlam. I do think when she goes against Stephanie Vaquer, that's something we'll talk about in another video, but I do think Naomi goes against Stephanie Vaquer, and I think that she gets a little bit of help. If she retains here, she gets a little bit of help against Stephanie Vaquer. There is a chance that Io Sky could win, because I think that they want to run Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer back, but if they did that to Naomi, that was a terrible booking decision, and then everyone's going to be like, well, what was the point of her cashing in? Which is true. But either way, sorry about that little, venting there. We're going to move on to Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton. Jade Cargill's winning the championship. Tiffany's not retaining here. It's time for Jade to hold the gold and see what she can do with it. I don't know. I mean, like I said before, Tiffany Stratton's, she can go in the ring, obviously. I'm not going to deny that. And I just said, she's had a lackluster title reign, in my opinion. She can still go in the ring, though. Won't take that away from her, obviously. Jade Cargill, I'm just not sure if she's ready for the world title. That being said, she's going over against Tiffany Stratton. The only way I don't think Jade Cargill was getting this win is if Naomi still had the Money in the Bank briefcase and cashed in here, but I don't know. 9th match, Gunther, CM Punk. I think Gunther retains. The thing is, and this is where it gets really hard, because there's people saying the Rollins thing's a work, there's people saying it's not. I don't know. I really don't. I hope if it is a work, like it's just a really, they did really good with it. If it's not, I hope he has a speedy recovery. I'm just going to say that. That being said, I think if it's a work, I think Seth Rollins is cashing in here and Seth Rollins will become the World Heavyweight Champion. If it is not a work, I think Gunther gets the win, but I still think Seth Rollins somehow screws CM Punk out of this match. I really do. I don't see CM Punk just losing clean in this match. I don't see CM Punk winning this match. But I could see Seth Rollins maybe music hitting, and maybe he comes out with the briefcase, acts like he's going to cash in, or maybe his music just hits, and it, you know, makes CM Punk look around, and that's how Gunther wins. So, I don't know. So, my prediction is if Seth Rollins' injury thing was a work, Seth Rollins will cash in here and win. If it is not a work, then Gunther is going to win, and it's going to be by some kind of distraction by the Seth Rollins like music or something like that. Last but not least, Cody Rhodes, John Cena. Cody Rhodes, I think, wins it back. I think we end up getting Cody winning. I think we get a face John Cena. And I think they finally say, screw it, we're getting heel Cody Rhodes at the end of the match or sometime during the match. If you go back, you watch Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, I think there was some heelish kind of tactics from Cody Rhodes. You know, not like he was cheating or anything, but like he was going like to work on Randy. And the thing is, like, Randy's like one of his best friends. It was like the dude he basically looked up to and kind of came up with, and you know, when he was younger, you know, that's his mentor. And he didn't hold back on Orton, whereas Orton kind of did back then, which I guess that's not really important. And now Cody, he's just showing the more heely side of him, I guess. So I think Cody wins here. I think John Cena ends up turning babyface after this. I think Cody turns heel. I really hope this has nothing to do with The Rock. I'm just going to say that. If they try coming out and now Cody sold his soul, just please leave that shit away. Like, they already fumbled with that. Just let it be. Please don't try bringing it back, saving it, and then saying it was long-term storytelling. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry, that was just ass. Like, you did something great at Elimination Chamber, gave us a great PLE, and then you didn't follow up on it. Don't do it now. Please don't. Either way, that's the 10 matches. And those are my predictions. And also talked about 3 of the other matches. I guess we can kind of go over those if they happen. Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross. I mean, nah, we're not going to talk about it. You know. No, we'll fuck it. Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross. If it happens, I'm going to go Sami Zayn again. I don't think Karrion Kross is going to get a big win against him. If we get Secret Hervis, Chelsea Green versus like Stephanie Vaquer and the Bella Twins or something like that, I got Stephanie and the Bellas. And if we get a Julia match for the United States Champion, the Women's United States Championship, I'm gonna go Julia retains. I don't know who she would go against, but Julia's gonna retain, I think. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if we're gonna get any tag team title matches on here, like men-wise, because they just never do it. If they do, sweet. But that's gonna be it for this video. This is my SummerSlam predictions, and obviously we're still a week away, so if matches get added on that I didn't get to talk about, I apologize. But that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, please remember to like, subscribe, and let me know what you agree with, disagree with. What are your guys' predictions for this year's SummerSlam? Some bold predictions you have, maybe. Let me know in the comments down below. And AC Entertainment is out. Peace.